I think we're live. Thank you for your patience, everybody. We're a little delayed. We wanted 9:30. It's about 5 minutes late. So first of all, welcome to all of you guys out there. I think we have literally over 100 people tuning in right now. 150. And a lot of those people are teachers. So there's dozens and dozens of students in each class. So this is pretty awesome. I want to welcome the students from St. William's, St. Peter's, St. Pius, St. John the Baptist, St. John the Evangelist, St. Andre, Our Lady of the Annunciation, and of course, our students here at St. Anne's High School. And there's many classes around the building right now who are tuning in. So we are pretty excited, guys. This has been a long road, 2 years since our last performance, and we are back. Yes? All right. It literally has been 2 years since the last time we were able to perform as a group, and then we all know what happened on March 13th of 2020, and here we go again. So we are going to entertain you with some Christmas music. That's all we're here to do, bring you some cheer, bring you a smile, and here we go with Up on the Housetop. We discovered this morning, guys, that our audio on your end might sound a little bit muffled, and that is beyond our control, because in here it sounds great, and we're going to make a good recording for everybody to look at later. Some classes weren't able to join us, so there's nothing wrong with your computer. If the audio sounds muffled, we can thank Google for that. Google has taken our audio and kind of made a muffled mess of it, apparently. And there's really nothing that we can do about that other than record the concert, which we're doing, and hope for the best after that. Before we do our next song, which of course this is all Christmas, all morning, I just want to make sure I thank the principals, all of the elementary school principals out there, and of course our administration here at St. Anne's for all of their support, and the principals of the feeder schools for encouraging the teachers to join in today. And of course, the overall support of music in our schools is really important to us. And of course, it's important to me. So I'm really happy that you are able to encourage your students and help us out. Lastly, the parents. So there are many parents who are joining in right now virtually, or maybe watching this later on, and without your encouragement and support, your students might not be where they are right now. So thank you for your continued support of music in our schools. And we are going to continue. Roman, are we good? Yes? All right. We're going to have a song called A Holly Jolly Christmas. Everything's good? Oh, good. All right, so I'm actually getting real-time responses from some of the teachers that's saying it's actually sounding better than we think it's sounding on your end, so that's good. We're happy to hear that. I got to compliment a few people. These guys behind me have literally had 4 rehearsals to get, what do we have, about 10 pieces ready for you guys? 4 rehearsals is not a lot. We only got the go-ahead to play instruments in the building in about mid-October. And then it was about the beginning of November when we got the go-ahead to start up after-school extracurricular groups. So we had 4 rehearsals, and this is what we get with 4 rehearsals, which is, I think, pretty darn good, guys. So congratulations, you did a great job. For the budding musicians out there, especially those in grades 7 and 8, we have a cameraman here, Ryland, and at some point, Ryland, I know you can't get too close, but if you can kind of get the instruments in there, we've got everything from baritone saxophone, tenor sax, trombones, all the brass, trumpets, flutes, clarinets, percussion section, bass guitars, you name it. So take a look at, what appeals to you out there, guys, because normally at this time of year, we come to you in your gym, right? For the last, how many decades has St. Anne's come to your gym right around this time of year and, really giving you a show? So enjoy what we're giving you today, and I can almost guarantee that we'll be back next December. Yes? Yes, it's going to happen next December. I promise. I hope. Okay, so what's next, guys? Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. All right. So the next song we're going to do now, guys, these are all kind of, favorites of the season. This one doesn't really seem to fit when it's going to be 50 degrees today outside, but it's called Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. And it is raining outside, but we're going to do our best to give you some Christmas hope that we might have a white Christmas. And here we go with Let It Snow. Okay, I have to keep remember to turn around here and face. Ryland is our lone audience member, but he is the audience with the camera. He's everything. Thank you, Ryland, for doing that. And thank you to Roman Sanjamino. He's playing tuba back there. Actually, Roman, this is a perfect time. So Roman helped me out with some sound and technical issues, but he also is helping our band sound because he is playing the tuba, one of the coolest instruments ever. So can you hold that beast up? All right, so for the young students out there, this is one of the first times in many years, actually, that we've had a tuba player in the band. Roman took on the challenge of playing the tuba, learning the tuba. He already played trumpet and a little bit of baritone horn, so it was kind of a natural transition to try the tuba. It wasn't completely foreign. It's a brass instrument after all. So next to Roman on his left, you'll notice we have two trombone players. It might be hard to see, but maybe you can show those guys. Yep. And another thing you might notice, guys, is in addition to our festive hats and my little pom-pom flopping in my ear, the students are, I guess we'd say, dressed down. They're not in their normal school uniform. Today we are having, what is it called, grade wars. So the different grades, 9, 10, 11, 12, are all supposed to be wearing a color that's kind of Christmassy, red, white, green, blue. And I guess it's a, you can sit down now, trombones. It's not all about you. It's okay. It's supposed to be like a contest at who has the most Christmas spirit, I suppose. So we added a little bit with our hats here for sure. Oh, yes, Roman. Get your hat on, Roman. Okay. So I'm going to take this chance, too, to introduce some of the other sections of the band. There are many students out there who have had a chance to play an instrument at one point or really would like to do this one day, and I just kind of want to show you. So our saxophone section, we're kind of, I got to tell you a secret. As awesome as these guys sound, we are missing 11 students from the band this morning, and it's not their fault. We can blame COVID for that. There are 11 students who have been asked to stay home. And of course, timing is everything, right? So here we are in the morning of our concert, and we are missing about a quarter of the band. But I think they're doing a great job in spite of that. But I just wanted to let you know that normally we have lots of saxophones. And today we have, how many? 5? Usually we have about 8, I think. So in the back, we have a tenor saxophone. You just hold that thing up real high. Awesome. Tenor sax. And then way in the back, the baritone sax. Can you get that, Ryland? So Julian is playing the baritone sax. Great instrument. And then the alto saxophone family right here. 4 of them. We're missing 2 today, I think. And then, of course, our upper woodwind family. So clarinets. Only 3 today. We're missing a couple of clarinets as well. And then flutes in the front row. And, of course, we're missing flute players as well. It's all kind of like equal opportunity COVID effectiveness today. It's perfect. Bass guitars. We have a surplus of bass guitars. We have 3 of them back there. And actually, we're missing a bass as well. So, Alex, hopefully you're watching at home. We miss you, Alex. And percussion section. So, can you shake the jingle bells back there? Really loud. Stand up, Garrett. You're going to hear lots of jingle bells today because we're playing songs that need jingle bells. And, okay, Garrett, that's good, Garrett. Good, thank you. Yep. Okay, Garrett gets a little out of hand. It's okay. And then we have a drum set always going in these songs. And I do want to mention a particular student, Shun Sekimoto. Did I say your last name right? Sekimoto. Shun is from Japan. He is an international exchange student, and he is joining us, and he came right out for band, and he plays drums. He knows how to read music. He knows how to play the drums, and he is being featured today in a couple of songs. I don't know if you can just pan over there and say hi, Shun. Maybe your family back in Japan is able to watch this at some point. And Shun is only going to be with us until February when his exchange period is over, so we're happy to have him, and you're doing a great job, Shun. Okay, so let's keep going here, guys. We're going to take you on a sleigh ride. Here we go. A real sleigh ride, you need a horse. And we have a horse. Well, we have the sound of a horse. And sometimes when the horse doesn't move, you need to give it a little whip. unfortunately. It doesn't hurt the horse. It just kind of gives them a little encouragement to get moving. So listen really carefully for the sounds of the horse's hooves and also the sound of the whip to make that horse get moving. All right, here we go. And I mentioned we had to have a horse, so we did have a horse. Thank you, Nolan, for the horse impression. It was a pretty good horse impression, I think. Best you can do in a trumpet. All right, so that was Sleigh Ride. Now, you know, this is all kind of thinking about snow. If you're going to go on a sleigh ride, it is helpful to have some snow. And if you're going to build a snowman, it's helpful to have some snow as well. And no, we're not going to play Do You Want to Build a Snowman? We have that, but we're not going to do that this year. We're just going to do an old favorite that everybody knows the words to called Frosty the Snowman. So all of the young guys back there in the classes, we want to hear your voices screaming. St. Williams, you're just across the field. We want to hear you guys singing. All right. You guys warmed up yet? Sounds good. Remember, back to 5 after 36. Okay. Drums start. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you were singing along there in your classes, you guys. So we're going to take a breath and rest. And we have two special guests. Both of these students are senior graduating students, which is very sad for me to think about, actually, because every year we lose some amazing musicians to graduation. And this June will be no different. So this is why grade 8s, we need you to fill in from the bottom all the time. So think about that. There are many, many grade 9s and 10s sitting here behind me, and that's because they made that choice, and they're now part of this great program. So grade 8s and 7s as well, start thinking about this. So we have a vocalist, Nicole Vanier, and we have a guitar player, Michael Mouawad, and they're going to set up right here, and they're going to perform for you a piece, and I'll let you introduce. You can use that one, I guess. Yeah.
Hi guys, my name's Nicole Vanier. This is Mouawad, as Sue said. We're going to be playing a little Christmas tune for you. It's not too popular, but I think you'll like it. I really do. It's called You and Me and Christmas Time. Yeah. I'll hang stockings by the fire, take peppermint canes out the cupboard, up to the attic, a box full of lights, so much more we've left to discover, ribbons all entangled in the garland, mistletoe and angels' wings, might be here for a little bit, but darling, if it's with you, it's okay with me. Oh, do you know what's got me feeling fine? Just the two of us and Christmas time. There ain't nothing else that brings us to life quite like ringing bells and Christmas time. Dee-dum, 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 dum, dum, dee-dum, dum, dum, dum. Outside, it's a caroling choir. Snow is lined around the window. It's cold, baby, we're tired. Wrapped ourselves up, head to toe. Listen for the reindeer on the rooftop. He knows who's been good this year. All the elves are on vacation from the workshop. It's almost here. Oh, do you know what's got me feeling fine? Just the two of us and Christmas time. There ain't nothing else that brings us to life quite like ringing bells and Christmas time. Dee-dum, 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 dum, dum, dee-dum, dum, dum, dum. Holy Christmas time is like this. Everybody's filled with cheer. I wish we could stop our watches and keep all of the magic here. Oh, do you know what's got me feeling fine? Just the two of us and Christmas time. There ain't nothing else that brings us to life quite like ringing bells and Christmas time. Dee-dum, 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 dum, dum. Just the two of us and Christmas time. Thank you.
All right, that was actually the first applause we heard in here all morning because there's nobody in here, and we weren't going to clap for ourselves, but now we got to applaud for these guys. So thank you, Nicole and Michael. We actually have another little special guest. I won't reveal who that is just yet, but it's not Santa, and it's not Rudolph, and it's not Frosty, but it is a human being, and we'll see what happens in a little bit. I don't really have a way of telling him it's now is the time to come, so hopefully he just knows when to show up, and we'll find out. Okay, so we're going to go on now. Speaking of Rudolph, we're going to play a song that you all know the words for, I'm sure, and this is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and we kind of do a little bit of an extended version, so it kind of repeats back and it just kind of starts over again. So if you're unsure of the lyrics of that verse, just keep singing what you know, and it all works. Here we go. Rudolph. Is anybody not playing in this song? Okay, here we go, guys. Remember, big, strong, begin. 1, we just put them after. All right, so hope you guys are enjoying our presentation this morning. Again, we wanted to whip together as many Christmas songs as we possibly could for you guys, just to give you a little bit of a taste of what's to come. The holidays are coming, and some music always is a great way to kind of get into the spirit of things. So we're going to play a piece now that definitely needs jingle bells. Right, Garrett? All right, so this is Jingle Bell Rock. And again, you might know some of the words, sing along. Christmas songs are funny because a lot of people know, here he is, awesome. We had just somebody going to chase you down. I wasn't sure if we were after this piece. Perfect. All right, so Jingle Bell Rock is next, and then we have a guest appearance. flute player. Yeah, he's here. That's all right. I just wasn't sure. I didn't know if you were waiting for me or waiting for the cue. If you want, sir, you can plug in, or there's a mic, either one. Roman, make sure that DI is active. Awesome. You want to just give it a little test? We should be getting through the monitor, right? Yeah. Awesome. And if you want, sir, you could come over in front of this mic.
That'd be wonderful, yeah.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat here today. Mr. Alessandro Rotundi is actually, this is just by coincidence, he's student teaching in our school this last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
And Mike? And yeah, with Mrs. Campbell Dries, and it's pretty awesome that he's here. Now, the connection is, that some of you don't know, is that Mr. Rotundi was a student of St. Anne High School, and not just any old student, but a music student. And not just any music student, but a really involved, very, very talented music student. And once he left high school, he took that musical passion and he continued it on through his post-secondary studies. And now he's at the stage of his early career that he's hoping to get into that next part of, working as a music teacher one day. He's already a professional musician, that's for sure. He's a songwriter. He's a recording artist. The list goes on. And you know what? Just so you know, it's up to you. But when Nicole sang, she did lose the mask. You're only facing it. It's up to you. Perfect, yeah. And so we're going to have Mr. Rotundi entertain us with a song here.
All right. Thank you. Sounded really great. I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and it's wonderful to be back at St. Anne's. Out of all the reindeer, you know you're the mastermind. So run, run, Rudolph, Santa ain't too far behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he could take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, reeling like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to the boy child, what have you been longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. So run, run, Rudolph, swinging like a shooting star. So run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Oh, Santa, make him hurry, tell him he could take the freeway down. So run, run, Rudolph, reeling like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to the girl child, what would please you most to get? I want a little baby doll that can cry, scream, sleeping wet. Then away went Rudolph, ringing like a saber jet. So run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he could take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, reeling like a merry-go-round. Whoa, run, run, Rudolph, reeling like a merry-go-round. Hey, I say so, run, run, Rudolph, reeling like a merry-go-round. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.
All right, Merry Christmas. You all sound great. Thank you very much, Mr. It was a surprise, actually. He said, I'll whip something up real quick. He didn't tell me what it was going to be. That was fantastic. Thank you very much again, sir, for joining us. And hopefully it looked and sounded as good at your end as it did here. That was fantastic. All right, so we have just a couple of more songs for you. This one, sometimes you do at the very end of the performance because it's kind of like a farewell. This is called We Wish You a Merry Christmas. But once we're done this one, we have one kind of finale piece for you that we'd like to play. So here is We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and we certainly do, and enjoy. Remember, guys, we're going to do that section 3 times altogether, right? Okay, somehow or another we made it through that one. We have all kinds of little added repeats and whatnot, and well, we got to the end one way or the other. So that was our little wish, farewell wish to you guys. Of course, we wish you a Merry Christmas. So we have one more piece for you today, and this has kind of been a staple of Christmas concerts here for many years. It's just a fun piece to kind of let her rip and have a lot of fun. It features the percussion section, and they are playing on all kinds of different things, from old steel pans to a garbage can lid to actual drums and different things. And it's actually called Christmas Stomp. And what you're going to hear in this song is a whole bunch of little different melodies, all interwoven. And you might even remember grade 8s and grade 7 students. The last time we were at your school, which was in 2019, we played this song then, and we have a blast doing it. We probably blew the roof off that day because it gets pretty loud. So we're going to do our best to have a good time here. This is Christmas Stomp. I was going to say, Rylan, you can join us, but we wouldn't want Rylan to clap. He's holding the camera. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, thank you to your teachers to allow you guys to join us today. And if you are joining us later, if you're watching the recorded version, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that the recorded version worked properly. Sometimes things are out of our hands, so if it didn't turn out so good, you can write me a complaint letter, but I'm not going to do much about it, I promise you. But I will try better next time. We'll see what happens. So great job, you guys. Thank you for an awesome concert, even though we had 3/4 of the band present, and we did our best. I think we did a pretty good job. So thank you for your support, and Merry Christmas. You want to give these guys a Merry Christmas? All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks, Rylan.